So this is lecture 8. From lecture 1 to 7, actually we discussed different number system like binary, octal, hexadecimal, etc. Now we will discuss how we can perform arithmetic operation on this numbers. Here mainly we will discuss the signed number addition and subtraction. Okay, in one's complement form and in two's complement form. Similarly, we will discuss the arithmetic operations like addition and subtraction in hexadecimal number system, in octal number system. So first we will consider two's complement arithmetic. First we will consider when both numbers are positive. So we know that in two's complement representation and the positive number, for the positive number the sign magnitude representation and the two's complement representation are same. So here we'll take an example. Here 7 plus 4 we need to perform. So we need to add 7 and 4. So from this, this is an 8-bit representation of 7. So we can verify this 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, etc. So these are the weights. So if you compare the weights, you will get 4 plus 2 plus 1. So this is a representation of 7 in 2's complement. It's exactly the same as sign magnitude representation because it's a positive number. Second value is 4. So this is a 2's complement representation of 4, or we can say the sign magnitude representation. Both are same. And we can simply add these two numbers. So you'll get 1 plus 0. Okay, this is 1 plus 0 means 1. So we'll get 1 here. Again 1 plus 0, 1. And now we'll get 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 1, 0. So you'll put a 0 here and there will be carry. So now we need to add 1 plus 0 plus 0, which is equal to 1, and is written here. And remaining values are 0. So after completing the addition, we need to verify the MSB bit. So the MSB bit is 0. So that indicates the result is in positive. And the representation is a direct representation. So the positive number. So we can find the value. So we can compare the weights. Here it is 8 plus 2 plus 1. So which is equal to 11. Okay. So this particular example gives you an idea about how we will perform two's complement arithmetic when both numbers are positive. Okay, so sum is positive and there is in the true uncomplemented form because it's the same as sign magnitude representation. Now we'll explain another question where we need to perform addition operation, but one number is positive and the other number is negative. Okay. So actually, in other words, we can say this is actually the operation, subtraction operation, 15 minus 6. So that can be written as 15 plus minus 6. So we'll get two numbers, one is 15, another one is minus 6. So the first one is a positive number. So this is a binary representation or two's complement representation of 15, which is exactly same as a sign magnitude representation because it's a positive number. So second one is a two's complement representation of minus 6. So in order to find out the two's complement representation of minus 6, first we need to write the plus 6 in sign magnitude representation. So if you write, we are using 8 bits. So first we'll write the binary sequence of 6, that is 110, and we need to represent in 8 bits. So this will be the 8-bit representation of plus 6. And now we need to take the two's complement of this binary sequence, two's complement representation, then you will get two's complement representation of minus 6. So in order to find the two's complement, we'll start from extreme right and we'll write like this up to the first one, and after that we will complement. So this is the two's complement representation of minus 6, which is written here. Okay, now we can add. Okay, instead of subtracting we will add. That is the concept, 15 plus minus 6. So we got the two's complement representation of minus 6. Now if we add, here it is 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 is equal to 1, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 1, 0. So you'll put 0 here, then there will be 1. Now it is 1 plus 0, which is again 1, 0. We'll write 0 here, again there is a carry, so we'll put that carry here. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 1 1. So you can write 1 here, and again there will be a carry. So now it is 1 plus 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1 0. So you can put 0 here, and there will be carry. The same thing happens here. Again there will be 0 and 1 carry. Again 1 0 1. Again 1 0 will be the answer. So 0 you can write here. There will be a carry. Again there is a 1. So 1 0 1. Again the result is 1 0. So you can write the 0, and there will be one carry. So that carry is written here. Okay. So the final carry. And initially we started the problem by representing each each number in by representing 8 bit. Now we can see that up to this much, so this is 8 bit, and you can see that there is a carry. And if you verify the MSB of this particular bit, this is 0, so we know that this is a positive number. If you check up to the 8 bit, the MSB bit representing the sign, so it is positive value, so we can simply discard this particular one. Okay, and the result is in the direct form, so we can find the equivalent value. So this is 1 2 4 8, which is equal to 9. So 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. So it is correct. 15 minus 6 is equal to 9. So whenever there is a carry, please discard this particular carry. Okay, this is a carry bit obtained after this addition. So finally we can conclude that final carry bit is discarded, the sum is positive and therefore in true and complemented form. Next, we can consider another question example. One is negative number with magnitude larger than the positive number. So one is 16, another one is minus 24. Or we can say that this is a subtraction 16 minus 24. Instead of writing 16 minus 24, we'll write 16 plus minus 24. So we need to write the binary equivalent of 24 first. Okay. So if you write 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16, 16 plus 8 is equal to 24. So you can write 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay. And now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits. We need to add 3 more bits to represent 8. So this is plus 24. Now we need minus 24. So minus 24 in 2's complement form means we need to take the 2's complement of this plus 24. So for that we need to start from extreme right, and we will write like up to the first one. After that we will complement. So this is a binary 2's complement representation of minus 24. So that's why here it is 1 1 1 0 1 0 0 0. Okay, and this is a binary representation of 16. Okay. We write 1 2 4 8 16. So this 16 actually, and we can add these two binary sequence. So 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 1 1, 0 plus 1 1, 0 plus 1 1. So we can check the MSB bit. So here the MSB bit is 1, so the answer is in the negative format. So this is in the complemented form. So we are performing 2's complement, and in 2's complement, when the MSB bit is 1 means the given number is in the negative number. For negative number, we will represent in a 2's complement format. So in order to find the magnitude, we need to find the 2's complement. So we'll start from here, 0 0 1. After that we will complement. So this is the 2's complement representation of this particular sequence. Okay, here also it is 0. Okay, so this is the magnitude. So if we compare it with the 1 2 4 8, so which is equal to 8. So this given number is 8 in magnitude, but already we identified that this given number is negative, so it will be minus 8. So we can verify in decimal also. 16 minus 24 will get minus 8. Okay. So this is the conclusion. Sum is negative and therefore in 2's complement form. Okay. Now we'll discuss another question. Both numbers are negative. So when both numbers are negative, and here it is given -5 and -10. So if the number is negative, we need to write its 2's complement form. So first we'll write +5 in 8-bit. So 5 is represent 101, and we need to represent in 8-bit. So this is the 8-bit representation. And in order to find out -5 in 2's complement representation, simply take the 2's complement of this particular sequence. So we'll start from extreme right. The first bit is 1. So we'll stop there. Then we'll complement. So this is a binary 2's complement representation of -5. So, okay. Now similarly we need the 2's complement representation of -9. So for that first we'll write +9. So 1001 is +9. Sorry, 9. In order to represent it is in the 8-bit 0001001. Okay, and we need the 2's complement representation because we need -9 in 2's complement. So we'll take 2's complement of this particular sequence. So we'll start from extreme right. First bit is 1. So we'll write up like this, and after this we'll complement 1 1 1 1. So we'll get the 2's complement representation of -9. So we'll get these two values. And now we can add these two numbers. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 10. So we'll put 0 here and there will be a carry. So after that 1 plus 1 plus 1 in the next column. So which is equal to 1 1. So we'll write 1 here. Again there will be carry. So next sequence is 1 plus 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1 0. So we'll put 0 here. Then again there is a carry. So next sequence is 1 plus 1 plus 0, which is again 1 0. So we'll put 0 here, again 1. So after that 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 1 1. So you can write 1 here. There will be carry. Again it's 1 1 1 1. So again you can put 1 here. There will be carry. Again 3 ones. So answer will be 1 1. So you can put 1 here and there will be carry. Again 3 ones. So answer will be 1 1. Again there will be carry. The carry is written here. And we already considered 8-bit numbers, so this will be the result. But if you check the MSB bit, okay, this is the carry bit generated. So this is the carry bit, okay, and this is the MSB because we are considering 8-bit representation. So this MSB is 1, means it is negative. So we need to find out the 2's complement form this particular sequence. So the 2's complement representation of this particular sequence is, you can write 0 1. After that we can complement 1 0 0 0 0. Okay, so this is a sequence, so which is equal to 14. So that is written here, and we already know that result is negative. So this is actually 14. So and already we know that the result is in negative, so -14. The final carry bit is discarded. Okay, the sum is negative and therefore in 2's complement form. So we got the answer. Now we'll discuss a special case. It's known as the overflow condition. So this overflow condition occurs when two numbers are added and the number of bits required to represent sum exceeds. Okay, so this is the condition when sum exceeds more than the required bits. Okay, we'll call it as an overflow of result indicator. So there will be an incorrect sign bit. So that is the indication of overflow, incorrect sign bit. And mainly this problem occurs when both numbers are positive or both numbers are negative. So overflow condition occurs only when both numbers are positive or negative. So we'll see one example here. And here you can see two numbers, one plus 125 and plus 58. We are representing in, for example, this is an 8-bit representation. Okay, and both numbers are a positive number, so we can verify the sign bit here. So both numbers are positive, so 0 0. See, after addition, if you add two positive numbers, definitely the result will be positive. But in this particular case, you can see that the last sign bit, you can see that after addition, the sign bit is 1. Okay, and this is actually sign bit, and in place of sign bit we can see a 1. Both numbers are positive, so this actually indicating a error message. The sign is incorrect. Okay, and in such cases you need to take the sign separately, because we know that both numbers are positive, so sign will be same, 0. So this bit we can consider as a magnitude value. Okay, so instead of 8 bit, now we need to consider 9 bit. Okay, so for that, if you write 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and 128. Okay, so this is 128, this is 64, this is 32, this is 16, this is 8, this is 4, this is 2, and this is 1. And if you add all these value, it becomes 128 plus 32. Okay, then after that 16. Okay, then 4 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, so if you add all these value, you will get 8 plus 2 10, 16, 20 plus 23. So you will get 3 here, 3 2 plus 3, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 3 6, plus 2 8, 183. So in order to get 183, you need to consider the final bit also in the magnitude part. If you take only the lower 7 bits, you will not get the correct answer. So this problem occurs when both numbers are positive or negative. Okay, so you need to take care of this kind of problems. Then now we'll move to the octal arithmetic. In octal arithmetic, we can approach two method, or 2 3 method you can approach. One method is directly you can add in octal itself, but another option, we can convert this octal number into decimal, and you can add in decimal. After that you can convert into again octal. But the third method, we can convert the octal number into binary, and then we can perform the addition, and finally we need to convert binary to octal. So that will be easy actually, because there is a easy relationship between octal and binary conversion. So in order to add 2 3 in octal and 6 7 in octal, so we can do like this. So we know that 2 3 is in octal. The equivalent octal value we can 3 bit binary. So it is 0 1 1. For 2 it's 0 1 0. So here you can see the 3, 2 and 3. Okay. Similarly the 6 7. 6 7 in octal can be written like this: 1 1 1 to represent 7. 6 you can write 1 1 0. So 1 1 0 1 1 1. So this is a binary equivalent of this octal number, and you can simply perform the binary addition here. And after the binary addition, you will get some binary sequence. Now again we need to group as a 3 bit. So now if you write this, this is 2 and this is 1, and finally there is a single 1, so we need to add 2 more zeros here, so you can see that 1. So 1 1 2 will be the answer. Okay, I think this is an easy method to perform octal addition. Otherwise we can do like this: 2 3 in base 8 plus 6 7 in base 8. And when you do in octal itself, 3 plus 7. Okay, but remember that the 3 and 7 are represented in octal, so don't write 3 plus 7 is equal to 10, because in the octal value it's octal sequence. If you write 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, after 7 is not 8, it's actually 1 0. After that 1 1 1 2 1 3 etc. 1 4 1 5 1 6 1 7 1 8. Sorry, instead of 1 8 we'll write 2 0. So here it is 7 plus 3, so 7 is here, plus 3 means 1 0 1 1 1 2. So we need to write here 1 2, and there will be one carry. So 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 6, or 6 plus 3. So 6 is here. After this 6, 1 2 3, so it will be 1 1. Okay, in this way also you can approach this octal addition, but always remember that in octal the symbols used is 0 1 2 3 up to 7. There is no symbol like 8. So you need to remember this particular sequence, then only you can add in octal itself. So in another method, we need to convert 2, 3 in base 8 into decimal and 6, 7 into decimal. Then we can add in the decimal itself. After that, you can again convert decimal to octal. Okay. So here we will discuss the binary method. Now we'll discuss the subtraction operation in octal by binary method. So first case, it's 37 and 53. So we need to perform 53 minus 37, not 53, actually 53 in base 8 and 37 in base 8. Okay. And here you can see that the second number is actually a negative number. So we'll perform 2's complement subtraction. So 53 and next one is minus 37. So we'll convert the subtraction into addition, and we'll write the 2's complement of this negative number. So positive number is exactly same. So this is the binary equivalent of 53. Sorry, 53 in 8-bit, and this is 37 in 2's complement form. Okay. So for that we need to write 37 initially 111, and 3 means 011, and in 8-bit you'll write 00. Okay. So this is a binary equivalent of 378. Now we need to find the 2's complement of this. So we'll write like this: first 1, then 0 0 0 1 1 1. So this is the 2's complement representation. So actually we are getting minus 37 octal. Okay. So after that we need to add. So after addition, we know that this will be the result, just like the symbol addition. So these are the result, and after the final addition there is a carry. Okay. So I think you are comfortable with the binary addition. Previously we already explained this binary addition, and now we got a carry here. So simply discard this particular carry, and the remaining we can group as a 3-bit. So this is 100, which is equal to 4, and this 3 bits we group. This is 1 and this 0, and make sure that we'll discard this particular carry. There is only 0 0, and we can put one more 0 here to make it a group of 3. So either I can write 0 or simply 1 4 in base 8. Okay. Now we'll consider another question. Here it is 26 minus 78. Okay. So 26 minus 75 in base 8. So instead of that, you can write 26 in base 8 plus minus 75 in base 8. So instead of this 75 to 26, we'll write directly. This is a binary sequence 2 6. Okay. Now 75. First we'll write 75 in binary. This is 101. 7 means 111, and we need to represent in 8-bit. So this is the 8-bit representation of 75 in base 8, and we are converting into binary. Now we need to take the complement of this because we required minus 75 in base 8. Okay. So we'll write first one, then 1 0 0 0 0 1 1. Okay. So here you can see the sequence, and now we'll add. And after addition, you can see that the result is in a 2's complement form because the MSB is given in 1, so it indicates the result is negative. Okay. So for that, we'll take the 2's complement of this particular sequence. Okay. And we'll write first one, then 1 1 0 0 1 0 0. Okay. So from this we identified that this result is negative, and this now we need to find the binary equivalent of this. So it's 1 2 4 8 16 32. Okay. So 32 plus 4 36 38. Sorry. Okay. Now we need to write. Sorry. Instead of finding the binary equivalent, we need to write the result in octal actually. So instead of calculating the decimal value, we need to write the octal equal. So we need to group as a 3. So 3, here also 3. Okay. So you can see that this is equivalent for 7 in octal. This is 4 in octal. This is 0. So 4, 7 in 8. But already we identified the result is negative. So we can write minus 4, 7 base 8. Okay. Now we'll think about hexadecimal arithmetic, just explained in octal. There are different methods, but now we'll convert this hexadecimal into binary and then we'll perform. So here it is add 7F and BA. So this is in the case of hexadecimal, we need to write the 4-bit equivalent. So F means 1, 1, 1, 1. 7 means 0, 1, 1, 1. So you got the binary equivalent of 7F. Now these numbers are positive, so directly you can write. Second one is BA. So A can be written as 1010 because it's equivalent to 10, and B means 11, so 1011. Okay. If you know this values, easily you can write. So after that you can perform the addition operation. After the addition operation, again we need to convert the result into hex. So we need to group 4. So finally there's one remaining. So again you can put 0, 0, 0. Okay. So result will be 139. So this is 9, this is 3, and this is 1. Okay. Now we'll discuss hexadecimal subtraction. Okay. First we'll take the case we need to subtract 3F minus 5C. So instead of writing like subtraction, we'll convert it into addition between 3F and 5C in hex. Okay. So you can write the binary equivalent of 3F. So this is a 3F, and 5C is a negative number. So first we need to write 5C in hex. So C means it's actually 12. So you can write 110. 5 means 0, 101. Now we need to take the 2's complement of this. So 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay. So this is a 2's complement representation of minus 5C. Minus 5C in 2's complement representation. And after that you can add. So after addition, we know that there must be we are getting a negative value because one value we are, so 3F is a lower value, 5C is a higher value. So the result will be negative. And now we need to convert again into 2's complement form. So for that we'll write first 1, then 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay. And we need a group. So if we group, this 1101 will be 13. So 13 is represented as D. Okay, this will be D, and this is 1. Okay, so 1D, and it's a negative 1. So minus 1D will be the answer. Now we'll consider another case. So in the second question, it is C0 and 7A. Okay, so again Z0 minus 7A can be written as Z0 plus minus 7A. Okay, and now we can see that this is C0 and second one is a negative value. So first we need to write the hex value of 7A. So we can write A is 1010, 7 is 0111. So now we need to take the 2's complement of this. So 01, 10, 0001. Okay. So this is a representation given here. Now we need to add. Okay, and finally there is a carry. Okay, we can discard the carry, then we can group the 4-bit. Okay, so the final answer will be this is 6 and this is 4. So this is hexadecimal arithmetic. Now we'll discuss ones complement arithmetic. In the previous case, we already discussed 2's complement, which is most commonly used in computer system. but initially we will use ones complement. But when you use ones complement, there are some limitations or calculations is more. We need some more steps to simplify the final answer. So that's why we'll not prefer ones complement, but we need to perform ones complement also. Okay, we then only we will understand what's the advantage of two's complement. So here you need to perform 5 minus 4 using two's complement representation. So for that, instead of writing 5 minus 4, you can write 5 plus minus 4, and 5 is in positive. So this will be one's complement representation will be exactly the same. Okay, here it is minus 4. So for that, first we need to write plus 4, and then we need to write the two's complement representation of, sorry, not two's complement, one's complement representation of this binary sequence. So after that, you will get 1 0 1 1. So one value is 0 1 0 1, and second one is 1 0 1. Okay, after that you can add these two numbers, and minus 4 is represented in one's complement form. After addition, so you will get like this: 1 plus 1 is 1 0, 1 plus 1 is equal to 1 0. So you can write 0 here. Again there will be 1 carry, so 1 0 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, again 1 0. You can put 0 here. Again 1 plus 1 plus 0, again 1 0 will be there, so you can put 0 here. Again there will be carry, again 1 0 1, which is again 0, and there will be a carry, so 1. So this is the result after addition, after performing this particular step. And in the case of one's complement, when there is a carry, okay, so don't discard this particular carry. Okay, so we need to perform one more operation. If there is a carry is formed in one's complement addition, please add this 1 to the result. Okay, so actually we are performing 4-bit operation. Now we are getting 5 bits. So the 5th bit, which is going to as a carry, we'll add this 1 to the answer. So 0 0 plus 1. So you are getting 1. So this is your final answer. Okay, and next we will perform actually this is not 5 minus 4, this is 4 minus 5. Okay, so instead of finding 4 minus 5, we'll write 4 plus 5 minus 5. Okay, so we need to write the one's complement representation from minus 5. So for that, first we'll write plus 5, then we'll take the complement of that. Now we can perform the addition between 4 and minus 5. So we are getting like this. So there is no carry. Okay, if there is no carry, means the result is and there must be 1, the result is in the negative form. So in the one's complement form, we need to take the complement of that. Okay, so if we take the one's complement form, we'll get 1 0 0 0, and we identified that the result is negative because there is no carry. So the given value is 1, so we can write 1 minus 1 because the MSB is 1. Okay, and it's all about the two's complement and one's complement and addition and subtraction.